We're heading to where Pier 2 is, and this is a very 难得的机会 because this bridge is going to spin open. I have something special in store for you tonight. We're going to head over to that location and you're going to be able to see it, and I hope you enjoy it. As part of the transition of Kaohsiung Harbor, I'm taking you to see Pier 13. It's a very special place. It's now called the Glory Pier. It's a little further ahead at the entrance of the Love River. So let's go there and take a look, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it when we get there. Behind me here is Pier 13, and this is where, before World War II was over 200,000 Taiwanese troops were shipped out to support Japanese forces in Asia to fight for the Japanese. Later, after the war was over, a number of soldiers, around 20,000, went to fight against the communists in northern China, also departing from this point. So this pier here, which has now been transformed into a beautiful yacht harbor and recreational area, we're going to go dock in this harbor because this harbor has some very special features. It has an AI system that is very interesting. So let's go learn about that when I dock the boat. We're going to be docking in a yacht harbor, which is usually not allowed for fishing boats. So we're getting a special permission to do that. All right, I see us, we're 11A. So I've arrived and I have Poco here who's going to tell me about this. Wow, look at this dock. This is a high-class dock, not like the fishing harbors I'm usually in. Feels like a real yacht harbor. Poco, 你好。
嗨，你好。
谢谢你今天的时间。
哦，谢谢你今天来光荣码头。
是我的荣幸，每一次渔船可以听自中的码头，我觉得很高级啊。
对啊，这个码头其实原来是军港呢。
对，那你能不能介绍那个军港的位置大概是哪里？
这个整个区域都算是原来的所谓的光荣码头，其实就是当时军方的港口，海军陆战队的港口。然后这边是负责对金门外岛的补运人员啊、货物的补运的军事基地。那后来这边现在就开放嘛，就是整个高雄港的开放政策。
什么时候开始开放那个区？
其实它大概已经开放快20年，所以这整个区域原来都是军方的管理的码头，但现在都开放出来给民众，然后可以亲近海洋这样的一个设置。
那个游艇码头什么时候弄的？
大概5年左右，
是蛮新的。
对，也是一个蛮新的码头。但这个码头比较特别的是，因为一般的游艇码头就只是这样提供船舶停运，但这个码头却是台湾，甚至可以说是全世界第一个用5G AIoT 这样的一个技术所建制的。
对，这个我想多了解。那个5G 的东西，我能不能装在我的船上，或者怎么用？是 IPP 或者怎么用
？OK， 它的做法是这样：这是码头已经先布置所谓的5G 的高速网路，然后有相关的监测设备。那如果船上也装设相关的设备的话，像您刚刚从外港这边进来，其实这边就可以收到讯号。主动导引你到我们要停泊的这个船位。那你停进来之后，因为你有5G 的识别，所以你要加油、加水，甚至要做相关的服务，都可以提早就跟码头这边联系，而且是全自动化。甚至于说，你到了码头边，你下船来，可是因为它还是有高低差，像你刚刚下来会觉得，它有一个高低差，万一你不小心掉到水里的话，这边的监控马上就会抓到你掉水了。哇！马上会通知人。
要不要试试看？
我们为了安全因素，对，还是先不要做这个部分好了。
好。I think the fact that they're moving yachting into the technology area is fantastic with this 5G system. 这里充电充水，
对，
你充水电他们会知道多少钱，不用开单的。
对，他就会直接传到控制中心那一边，就帮你直接出账单给你，
太好了，
付钱的，对。 台湾的政府经济部，他就想把这个部分，不管是游艇啦，或者说像一般的交通工具，比如说捷运，或者甚至于将来也有可能推广到各个。
会不会到渔港啊？
对，
那太好了。
对渔港的管理，其实现在也要慢慢走向这种现代。
因为我们进渔港每一次是很复杂，哪里可以停船。So I have to thank Poco because this place is inspirational to me. In this AI system, I think it's just beginning now, but as it grows, it will definitely be the future and hopefully also for fishing boats. So I hope to take my yacht here and park here one day because this is such a beautiful harbor. Like I said, I think Kaohsiung is doing an excellent job developing. Every aspect of this harbor is changing, and so I love coming to Kaohsiung Harbor. You're standing on Pier 12, which was once a bulk terminal. There was sand, rocks, gravel, cement, all that type of stuff. This is one of the original piers in the harbor, and it fell into disuse because the bulk terminal was moved over there. For many years it stood unused, and recently it's been converted into the True Love Pier, a very romantic place for people to come and stroll at night with this beautiful building on it. Again, I think it's a beautiful way that this harbor has changed. We're heading to where Pier 2 is, and this is a very 难得的机会 because this bridge is going to spin open. Now, we're not going to go in, we are not allowed in, but we're going to watch it open. Let's get a little bit closer and watch this amazing sculpture bridge turn and allow boats to come in, except we're not going in. I don't know if it's a coincidence, but they have church bells ringing and the bridge is slowly opening. According to the Coast Guard, this is not open yet for boats, but they have a plan. They're studying it right now to allow boats to go in the future, which I think would be good because it's such a waste to have such a beautiful pier, such an amazing bridge, and no way to go and experience it in real life. Just sit here and watch it for now. We got a large crowd watching it as well from the land, which is nice, and it's an amazing bridge because it pivots right on the middle on its axis. This is the British Consulate office at Takao, the old name for Kaohsiung. It's on top of the mountain here, and you can see all of Kaohsiung Harbor here, so it's no wonder that this site was chosen. After many years, they kind of thought that this was the official customs office, but it turns out it's not. It was the residence, and the customs office is down below. This building is the oldest Western-style building in Taiwan that still remains, and it was built in 1879. If you may remember, in 1858 and in 1860, because of losing the Opium War, the Qing Dynasty government had to sign treaties, the Treaty of Tianjin and the Treaty of Beijing, and they were forced to open 4 ports in Taiwan as a result of that. The ports were this one, Dagao or Kaohsiung, Keelung in the north, Danshui, and also Anping, 4 very important ports. And as a result, the British moved their consulate from Danshui to this spot in Kaohsiung, and that's when they built this residence in 1879. And you can see that this building still has a very traditional style to it. It's very, very beautiful and very elegant. So you can imagine how important this port was to build such a structure. And although it had been partially rebuilt over the years, you can still get a sense of what it was like so many years ago. And you can see from this spot the whole harbor below you. It's an amazing place, and it gives you a beautiful sense of the Kaohsiung Harbor. Let's take a look at this building a little bit more. We've looked at the history of this place, but the building itself is amazing because it was even built to follow the slope of this mountain. And there's a lot of interesting parts of this building you can spend a little time look at if you have some time. Look at this, we're on the basement now, and you can see the slope is going right up because this building was built to follow the slope of the mountain. And up here, it gets very short, so you have to bend down. Wonder what they use these areas for, maybe to store wine? Who knows? But anyway, you can see this building is really an interesting place to look at. After the British left this place in the late 1800s, it became a weather station, and even under Japanese occupation, it was a weather station. So it's very good, at least I think it's good, that this building has now been restored to something more useful and more beautiful. You can come here and have a coffee or a tea and look at the beautiful scenery. And when the sun goes down, not today because it's very cloudy, but if you come here on a clear day, this is a perfect place to see it. Very romantic for all of those romantic people out there. So you can see the layout of this building is fantastic. You have the residence here. Right down here is the old customs house, the office. So he could literally see what was going on. And the mouth of the harbor is right here, the original mouth. So you could really catch all the action. Let's go take a look at the customs house. There's a staircase that goes down here and takes you right to the office. Let's go. And this is the original customs house. So I just walked down from the residence and you can see it's still in its original state. The interesting thing is right across the street here is the new customs house. So the Coast Guard is still stationed right there, and we've checked in with that Coast Guard a few times, so you've seen that, and it's still in use today. I'm next. We've been to the British Consulate residence, we've been to the office, but the best place is still here out on the fishing boat. I'm so happy to be here tonight. It's a beautiful night. I have something special in store for you tonight. We're gonna head over to that location and you're gonna be able to see it. It's an event that's going on right now in Kaohsiung Harbor, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's go take a look and I'll tell you a little bit more about it as we get there. Isn't this great? And it's all for you because there's not a single other boat out here. This is the Taiwan TTXC, Taiwan Technology X Cultural Exhibition. This is what I love about Kaohsiung Harbor. They're always doing new and interesting things, and they're trying to make this the largest cultural and technology exposition in Taiwan, and hopefully it'll become an annual event. I think it's fantastic, and I think it's this transition going first to a fishing harbor, then becoming a commercial harbor, and now becoming a tourist harbor is what Taiwan needs to do more of, and this is fantastic. It's been a great day today. We've been to many cultural events, and to top it all off, we're sitting here in the middle of Kaohsiung Harbor, which I love in any case, watching a fantastic light show. It couldn't be better than this.